Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I told my parents I was pregnant, as well as some advice I have for you if you're in the same situation, but you can probably tell that from the title of my video. So basically a rundown of my story. At the end of my junior year of high school, it was summer and I knew something was off. I hadn't gotten my period. I had a feeling I was pregnant, so I went and I got a pregnancy test and I took it, and boom, 2 lines showed up that said I was pregnant. So I had to deal with telling everybody, and that is the scariest part, I think, of being pregnant young, so that's why I'm making this video. This will probably be a quick video because I just put Caden down for a nap, and his schedule's been kind of off lately, so his naps have been really short. So hopefully I'll get this done before he wakes up, but we might get a helper in a little bit. So after I found out that I was pregnant, I went straight to my boyfriend's house, and he was the first person that I told. I actually did not tell my parents that I was pregnant until I was about 10 weeks along, so it's about a month after I found out, because we'd been out of town a bunch and I really just didn't want to tell them when I was away from home because I felt like, I don't know, it was scary. I'd rather tell them in an environment I was more comfortable in. So when we got back in town, one night I was up late with my mom and I was just like, I have to tell her. I need to be able to go to a doctor. I need to make sure everything's okay with the baby. Like, I need to tell my mom. I don't know how to schedule my own doctor's appointment for that. So one day I was up late with my mom and I was telling her a story about someone else that we knew that had had a baby at a really young age. And at the end of my story, I was just kind of like, yeah, so I'm kind of in the same situation. And I don't know why I couldn't just come out and say, hey, Mom, I'm pregnant, but I don't know, I was just really afraid she'd be totally disappointed in me. I was afraid she'd be mad. It was really stressful. I was nervous. She was shocked at first, just shocked. She wasn't mad, she was just like, oh my god. But after I told her, she was nothing but supportive, and oh my gosh, that made me feel so much better. And she just kept saying things like, it's okay, it's gonna be okay, I'm here for you, I will be here the entire time, and we'll figure this out. So then I had to tell my dad, which seemed so much scarier just because it's my dad. And so I decided I would just go to his office one day at work so he couldn't go too crazy when he found out, and I just told him, I was like, I'm pregnant, and he was like, wow, alright, okay. But he was also not mad like I expected, which totally threw me off. I don't know, I was expecting them both to be really mad, especially him, but he wasn't. My siblings didn't really find out until I started to show, which was about halfway through my pregnancy, so that wasn't as big of a deal telling them as it was my parents. As far as extended family goes, I didn't personally tell, I don't think I told any of my extended family except one of my cousins, so they just kind of found out through my parents and just through word spreading, and nobody was directly mean to my face about it. I did hear a few comments here and there that got back to me, but it was nothing crazy like, oh my god, I can't believe. There was nothing too crazy, and I honestly, like, I don't care about those opinions. So my boyfriend told his own parents, and I wasn't there for that, so I'm not sure what their initial reaction was, but in the end they were very supportive, and everyone in both of our families is so supportive now and just loves Caden. If you're a teenager who's pregnant, my biggest advice to you is tell your parents. I know it sounds like the scariest thing in the world because you don't want to disappoint them or make them upset, but trust me, holding it in is so much harder. During the month, just my boyfriend and I knew, and I didn't tell anyone yet. It was just totally eating me up. I had to hide that I was sick, I had to hide that I was tired, and when nobody knows what's going on, that's really, really hard to do. I just really encourage you to tell your parents. They will probably be shocked, they might be a little upset or mad, but in the end they're going to be 100% supportive. And as a parent now, I know that if Caden came to me one day and was like, hey Mom, I got my girlfriend pregnant and they're still teenagers, I would be 100% supportive, and I'd rather know sooner so that we can make sure everything is okay. Also, everyone's gonna have their opinions of you. Some may be nice, some probably aren't gonna be very nice. You are in charge of your life and the tiny life inside of you. You are in charge of coming up with a plan for what you're gonna do and how you're gonna support your baby. My mom actually made me write down a list of my plans to support my baby and to finish school. In the fall, my boyfriend finished up his senior year real quick while I got my GED, and I started college classes just to kind of knock some out because I knew in the spring when Caden was born I wouldn't be able to take as many. And we also both got jobs so we could start saving up money and preparing for Caden. Then in the spring I switched to online classes and cut back a little bit, and my boyfriend took a huge load of college classes, just to kind of knock some of those out also. And I'm still taking college classes right now online, and he's still taking them in class. And that plan's really worked for us. Obviously, everyone's going to be different. You might consider adoption, you might consider staying in school, staying in high school. You might not stay in school. I don't know. You probably won't do the same thing as me. That's just what I did. Anyways, I hope that helped anyone who needed some advice or who had questions or just wanted some ideas on what to do and what other people have done, because I know that's what I wanted. I needed ideas. If you still have questions or you need some support and someone to talk to, you can leave comments down below, and I'm also going to put my email in the description box so you can contact me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in my next video.